Hi guys and welcome. Today is Saturday, February 3rd. My name is Roxy and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator living outside of the Chicago land area. So what I do on Saturdays, if you haven't been here before, or if it's your first time, and if it's your first time afterwards, go ahead and do a like and subscribe for me. Appreciate it. What I do on Saturdays is I take a bundled set or bundled items, similar items, and I show on Saturday how the items stamp or work. And then on Sunday we put a card together, and I have a few more examples that I show you. I've moved my board, my glass mat around, so sorry about that. I know the glare bothers people. Right there. It's a sunshiny day in Chicago, and in February, any sunshine you can get, you take. So I don't mind the sunlight coming through my window to mess up my mat, but we'll go ahead and make it pleasant for you guys to watch. All right, so I've already gone through all of the bundles that I have currently purchased from the January to April mini catalog. So those are my previous Saturday videos. I do have online exclusives that I ordered on Thursday, and when I did that, this was still available on Thursday. I'll explain that in a second. So that if my order comes in by next Friday, I will show that next Saturday to you. Otherwise, I'll start going over my favorite bundles from the annual catalog, which will be retiring some of those items at the end of April. Anyway, this bundle is from Celebration. Now, for those of you who don't know, Celebration happens 1 or 2 times a year, depending. And it's where, with products you're already buying from Stampin' Up! Oh my gosh, sorry. Now I have to see where that sunshine is. There we go. So when you go on my website and put an order in, for every $50 until the end of February, you can pick one of many items. And now they've added some new items as of February 1st too. So here are all the items you could get with the $50 order. With a $100 order, you can get what I'm showing you today. This Softly Sophisticated set. Excuse me. This is a stamp set and a embossing folder. Okay. And like I said, when I ordered my online exclusives on Thursday, this was still available. So hopefully it's still there. So what it is, the 7-piece stamp set and a embossing folder. And it doesn't say, I don't believe it says it's a 3D embossing folder, but it's thick enough that I believe it is a 3D embossing folder. I'll have to look. Let's look again, because I don't like not telling you correctly. Let's see. It just says Softly Sophisticated Embossing Folder. But to me, it feels thick enough that I feel like it's a 3D. But maybe not. Alright, anyway. Let's show you the stamp sets first. So, these are 2-step stamps, which means they stamp by themselves, but when you put them with another item, they actually create a picture. So let's go ahead and do this first one. I have out Old Olive and Calypso Coral for my colors that I'm using today. So let's go ahead and put the leaves on first. I find 9 times out of 10 it's easier for me to stamp the leaf or the stem portion of the stamp first. So here's the leaves, right? Let me put this over here on my cleaning. Then let's go in here with this. So now with this one, this little, let me show you, this little bud there goes over here. So you're going to kind of get that lined up, and then you're going to look at how your flowers line up with these other stems here. All right, I think that looks pretty good photopolymer makes it easy to kind of see where it's coming from. I'm a little off, but you get the idea. We can try it again if you want to see perfection. Those of you who've been on my channel for a while know that I rarely achieve perfection, but I get it close enough. All right, let's try this again. So let me go ahead. Let's see if I can get that a little bit closer this time. Oh, was I upside down on that? Huh, let me see. Because it looks like that flower's upside down now. But there are only, all right, let's go like this. Feel like it goes there and there. All right, that looks really good. All right, let's put those over here to clean later. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do this vine. I think that'll fit on that block. And then we're going to do these flowers here. Now, what I've learned with these flowers here is that this bud here is what you're kind of looking at. Because that bud here goes right inside of that area there. So I'm kind of, oh wait, I have the wrong one, I think. Let me just double check. No, I was right the first time. So that bud goes here, and this other bud goes here. So these two buds, these two circles here, go here and here. So if I get those lined up, pretty much everything else should fall into place. And there you are. A little bit off. Just a little bit off. But that's how that one goes. Okay. Then you have some words. We always love words. Let me see if I can get all the words on blocks over here. All right. So, hello there. I really appreciate you. And I like this font. It's a nice script, but it's thin. It's a real thin typeset script. So I really like that. Whereas I usually like the mixed ones, I do like how this looks. Alright, then you have your embossing folder. Let me cover up my stamp pads over here. Put my stamps over here to clean. Alright, so now you have your embossing folder. And for that, I am going to bring over my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And I'm going to get out, that's Calypso Coral. I'm trying to think ahead, what color do I want to use? Maybe on one of my cards for to prep to show you for tomorrow. We will do a card together tomorrow using this set, but I always have at least one, if not two, other cards prepped beforehand. All right, so this is not, just by opening it now, I can tell this is not a 3D folder. All right, so I'm going to put this in here. Since it is not a 3D, I'm not using my excuse me, my what's this? What do they call it? It's platform 4. It's like your adjusting platform that's usually used for the 3D. All right, so let's look here. So they're telling me that for a standard embossing folder, which I think this is, that I'm using my plate 1 and 2 3s. But it seems like that's having a hard time going through. See how my handle doesn't want to turn? So I am going to go back, and I am going to use my platform 1 and my adapter plate for 3D. So here you only use platform 1 and 4. Alright, so this tells me this is a 3D folder because it needed to use platform 4, that adjusting platform, for the thickness of the folder. And there, can you see all that beautiful embossing deliciousness? Very nice. Okay. So that's my, when it doesn't tell you in the catalog or online what, if it's a 3D or not, that's how you'll know. And never force anything through your Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, because that just will not end well. Alright, so there you are, guys. Here's what we stamped with today, or showed you today. Let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There you go. So there's that embossing. And then there is the stamp set, the stamps. Alright, I thank you for sticking with me during this early morning video. Excuse me. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends or on social media. But most of all, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll do a card together using this bundle. Bye for now.